Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac Kemba does it again.
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer. Oh! Huggins! Double order!
Again, comes down to fundamental.
Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win!
Yes! Yes!
Trip to the Sweet 16. Katie's got it. Rises up. The shot.
And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The flipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
What is going on, fellas?
What is up?
What up, fellas?
Not much.
How we doing? How we doing?
Not bad if Wilmington could fucking
We'll see.
pull away. That'd be nice.
Ugh.
And score some points. Rode with the big cat on the over.
I couldn't touch the total just because it just was so public that I was like, I don't want to be on either side of this, but I'll root for you. I'm on UNC W minus 3.5.
I'm on UNC. We'll see. These next few minutes will tell me how my night's gonna be.
Yeah. I'm sitting at 2 and 3 right now. Portland State. Ugh. So I need UNCW because Pepperdine's probably cooked as well. So I'll probably have a losing night, but
Yeah,
not
what
too
the hell?
much.
Where's my man Jacob, man? Coming in saying he got Portland State money line right when it dropped. He was confident. God damn it.
Hey, we're still second half away. It's possible.
Hey, I'm just trying to stoolie this. Give me some credit. I'm trying to stoolie this.
You don't have powers like I do.
Okay.
You don't possess those.
Doing good, Mob. How
Yeah.
we doing, man?
Didn't work today with Furman, unfortunately. Fuckers.
Hey, I tried. I X'd him out.
Yeah,
Like,
just a
10
subtle
minutes
one.
into the game.
It was a subtle one. It wasn't like a big bomb drop with a statement like these guys are done. It was just Furman X, and the timestamp was like 7:23 p.m.
I did that with Bobby Moe. It got home, so
There you go.
That, but
Yeah.
yeah, no dice. Otherwise, dude.
Hell yeah, Zach.
Come on, Wilmington.
Dude, nobody wants to score.
Hey, shout out! I don't care that Towson lost my bet. To be honest with you, what's losing a unit or two right now? But basically, Delaware, fucking the mud Blue Hens are good. They had a muddy season, but they're 40 minutes away from March.
Yeah, I should have. We should have seen that it was just an absolute trap with Towson only laying 4.5 last night against the team that lost 11 going into the tournament here. The line was
My
definitely
rat ass loves taking the cheese sometimes as well. Sometimes it works.
But I mean, you look at that Towson minus 4.5. It went up all the way to 6.5, almost 7 in some spots.
Exactly. That was the problem.
Yep, it moved way too much. I saw that too. Whatever. It was a good night. Rob Morris got it done. Elliott, good lock battle win with Troy against Arkansas State. That was a fun game for the most part. Furman, yeah, we talked about that. Montana State, I think that was my safest bet of the night.
That was
Catching
no
up,
sweat.
no sweat. Love
I'm glad I
those.
didn't bet it. Good God. It looks horrible.
Did you wait? You bet Idaho State? I thought, right? No.
No,
Yeah.
I picked them. I didn't bet them.
That's good. At least
I
you
only
didn't.
bet 1, 2, 3, 7 games. 7 games today.
I bet every
Only
single
7
game
out of
besides I missed the Northwestern State game because I was still working and I fucking missed it.
What a game! What a game,
I appreciate you, JW.
dude! Wilmington's missing shots at the rim. Good God, they're good. They're 5 of 21 this half. Combined, these guys are 12 of 42. Jesus.
Yeah. So if I go 2 and 6, I'll be down 2 point like 2.1 units today, but that's fine. We've been green plenty. We're good. We're good. Life's good. We're going to keep on chugging on, and we're going to absolutely make more tomorrow. Love the board tomorrow.
Oh, 3 from Wilmington.
We're finally back out of day hoops, Trevor. Day hoops.
I know. I have off the entire rest of the week. I used 4 days of vacation so I can sit on my couch or go sit at the bar and watch hoops all day. It's going to be sick.
Hell yeah.
Which one are you going to be at, the bar or the couch?
I don't know. Probably the couch.
The double nickel?
ESPN Plus. I got ESPN Plus here. Double nickel. That's stupid as hell. No,
that's double pocket, right?
What's it called?
Double pocket. What? Not $2.
$2. My fault.
Double pocket. What the hell are you guys smoking?
I don't know.
Don't make those. If you guys start a bar, don't call it double pocket.
It's hurting me. Don't ask me tonight. I'm freaking out here. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And then I live bet St. Mary's was 23.5 too. So,
what about the wooden nickel?
Wooden nickel?
Is that a bar?
We have a spot called Glass Nickel. It's a pizza joint.
Appleton, Wisconsin bars. Rookies.
Rookies is fun. Yeah.
Rookies looks fun. Go. I think my buddy went to Tanner's. That's the spot he went to, or Misfits. Can't remember.
You could throw a baseball from there and hit $2.
Really?
Yeah. I'll when I'm at the bar next Thursday for that, I'll be ordering food from Tanner's. It'll be delicious food. Delicious food.
Successfully Wednesday half day, Thursday full day.
Why don't you just work from home?
I work from home every day.
Move to Vegas, yeah. I love this. I love this state. I'll never leave this state. But yeah, I'm starting a new job in April, the first day of April. So I'm just spending all my PTO, and then whatever's left, they'll just cash me out for. So yeah, next year I gotta get the new job. I'm gonna be like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna be gone for an entire week in March, and 2 days after that when I come back. So no big deal. Just gonna be watching all fucking day.
That's great. Yeah,
that's great.
I definitely needed some PTO after a long few weeks at work. I'm looking forward to it, and then next week as well too. So let's enjoy it. Wilmington, God, this games are given today, weren't they?
Dude, Wilmington has scored 15 points in 15 minutes in the second half here. It was 40 to 30. They're almost getting doubled up here. This is brutal.
Travel.
We're gonna need overtime. I need to get this over and the cover. Please. Splash Wilmington 3 up 1. Come on.
Well, let's see how the chat's doing. Chat. Remember, we got Sunday Selection Sunday watch party, and then on the videos after you're made, if you haven't done it already, comment your favorite basketball player growing up. We're gonna go all the way till next Monday with this contest, and then we'll spin the wheel live next week, either probably that Monday. So technically, until that Selection Sunday watch party on Sunday is your last chance. Well, before we get into it, you guys got any last final words?
No, I like tomorrow's slate. I was looking over it. I like a couple of games here out the gate. So we'll see.
Maybe not final. Let's talk about this though, real quick. I guess for more like dud parlay, huh? Today.
Yeah, no dice.
Carr wasn't starting today. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't happen too much. I guess Elliott's isn't over yet, right?
Yeah, not yet. 4 minutes, you never know. You saw what happened in that Furman Wofford game.
Yep, we're good. Life's good. Feeling great. It's been a great season. Let's get into it.
You want to go through the games first, or you want to knock the brackets out real quick?
Let's get into the games first. Let's get in the game like we did keep continuity of last night. And I guess Trevor, I was thinking of Trevor's time constraints, but we don't have time constraints tonight. So it is a pump fake after dark, late night, immediate night. So yeah. First game of the night, of the day, 12:30 Eastern. Get the Zoom meetings out. Get the Microsoft Teams working. Make it green. Do what you got to do. Go off camera if you're working. Hell, get the office TV put up. Get the extra laptop if you're in office. Whatever you need, because we got 12:30 basketball in March, and that's sacrilegious to watch every game. I mean, you have to. No matter where you are in a function, if you're back in school huddling around those TVs they wheel in the classroom. Everyone's watching March Madness. Cincinnati is laying 6.5 though against Oklahoma State in Kansas City to kick off the day. Over/unders 139.5.
Funny that they just played on Saturday and Oklahoma State beat them outright, catching 4.5. 3.5. Sorry, catching 3.5. They beat them by 11 at home.
No, they're catching 6.5.
So it's just funny to me. I think this is too many points. 6.5 for a Cincinnati team. They don't shoot free throws very well. Oklahoma State, I haven't really been impressed with Cincinnati in general. Like I've said all year, they struggle with people down low. So Usman for Oklahoma State should have another big game. I think he went for like 24 and 12 on Saturday. I expect him to have another big game here in the tournament. Very well could be another one of these first half unders, first game of the Big 12. They're at T-Mobile Center here in Kansas City. I think that they will maybe start slow. There's not going to be a lot of fans coming from Cincy or Oklahoma State, so this place is going to be dead empty. But I will take the points with the 6.5 in Oklahoma State. I don't understand why this line is higher than it was. I mean, I get that at home it was 3.5, so then on a neutral you'd add the 3 points back, so it'd be at 6.5. So I get the line, but when you just saw that they beat this Cincinnati team by 11, I feel like it's, I don't know, it kind of seems telling that maybe Cincinnati's going to beat them by 15, but I'll take the points here. I like Oklahoma State and how they've been playing down the stretch.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there, but Oklahoma State's only showed up at home. On the road, they get beat up. I mean, 13-point loss to UCF, 10 to Baylor, 30 to Kansas. Lost at TCU by 1, lost to Houston 9. Kansas State was a 28-point loss, 10-point loss to Tech. I mean, they get beat up on the road, and then you just said it. They were catching 3.5. Now they're catching 6.5 after they just beat them on Saturday. And we're on a neutral here. I feel like Cincinnati just locks down, and Oklahoma State just doesn't do anything, especially since it's not going to be at home there in Stillwater. So I'll take Cincy with the 6.5 here. And who wants to lay 6.5 with Cincinnati?
Nobody.
A lot.
Nobody. Nobody. People betting now are just like people who actually bet, not just like the public. Come on, St. Mary's, win by 24.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in the first half under to start the day, but I'm gonna do it live, and I think I'm gonna go with Trevor here. I don't want to lay a 5.5, to be honest with you, but I do think they get it done. The line is simply telling, but to Oklahoma State's credit, they've kind of, I mean, they've been competitive-ish since before they started. So, yeah, very interesting. I'll side with Trevor. I don't necessarily want to lay 5.5 though to start the day, or 6.5. So I'm gonna ride with the under and first half under and hope we get some clamps here. Pepperdine, 20-point game.
Dude, yep. St. Mary's was up 29.
Oh my God.
My alt line is destroyed.
Sorry, I was like an ADHD dog there, finding a squirrel. 5.5 on FanDuel. Jen M says Yeah, I'm going to do the first half under and price maybe Cincinnati. We'll see.
Yeah. I'll take Oklahoma State in the points, but first half under will be my bet. I mean, it is a standalone game, so we do have to bet it.
Cincinnati, let's go.
Let's go. Cincy is fake. I agree. It's awful. All right, next game. Now you just might have blown your load on the Big 12 game. Who knows what's happening? You got another chance to go into a great game at 2:00. Get that 2:00 coffee. You're lolling around maybe after a big lunch, betting the early game. Pittsburgh's laying 3.5 at Notre Dame, or I guess against Notre Dame. Over under is 137.5.
I'll take Notre Dame, man. I'll sprinkle money line. Pittsburgh is like 2-9 in their last 11 against Notre Dame. Historically, home or on the road, they can't cover or do anything here. And Pittsburgh is fake as fuck. So give me Notre Dame. Love them tomorrow.
Yeah, all the random love that Pittsburgh's getting, like they'll like run the table tomorrow. I'm with you. Notre Dame ended the season on 2 wins. I know it was against Stanford and Cal, but at home, that California game, maybe the game of the year, 112 to 110, 4 overtimes. Fantastic. I will take Notre Dame, and I see 4.5 available on DraftKings as well, too.
Yeah. I'll be on Notre Dame. I will say that game was awesome. I texted Trevor on Saturday. I was like, hey, this Notre Dame freaking Cal game is electric. I never thought you would hear me say that. But I literally started watching it in the first overtime and ended up watching a full half, watched 20 more minutes of basketball. But yeah, I'll be on Notre Dame here, but I'm also going to wait. I think that people might back Pittsburgh for whatever reason. We've seen like their kind of lines kind of climb. So I might just wait and kind of see what this does. Like you said, there's already a 4.5 out there. Maybe we can see like a 5.5, something like that, and then it'd be a classic. Take the 5.5 spot for me. Pepperdine down 17. I hope they can get you this cover, because mine's not going to get. What'd you get them at?
20.5 last night. Come on.
Fuck you, St. Mary's, you fucking Catholic fucks. Jesus Christ. You're up 29. 29, and now you're up 17. Go fuck yourself. You fuckers.
Classic cover.
If you wanna come and play today, let's just stay away. I don't even know. Come on.
Wilmington's gonna fucking blow it too. Sick.
Let's go. And they called a shooting foul for Pepperdine. Close it out. Zoe 101. What a tremendous way to go away. What a cap early in November.
Hey, Nichols.
Zoe 101. Nichols got it done. Let's go.
Nichols 3.5, barely.
No way.
4.5 wouldn't have got it.
Zach Phelps and ND was the last leg of a 681 parlay. It was a huge sweat. Nice.
Oh, heck yeah.
St. Mary's is Jesuit, basically same thing.
Yeah, same exact bullshit. They fucking suck. 29 to Pepperdine, and you can't.
Let's go, Pepperdine.
Bullshit.
Come on.
What a cover. What a cover.
Zoe 101 fights. They find a way, man. They find a way. It's just a classic reality sitcom. Or not realities. It's just a classic sitcom.
Hey, well, I'm just glad one of us won, because I was worried that my alt line of minus 24.5. I thought it was gonna hit, and then when it was like at that 22 mark, I was like, shit, we're both not gonna cover. It's gonna be between 21 and 24. So I'm glad one of us hit. That's for sure. Worth it though. I mean, St. Mary's minus 24.5 at plus 165. It was worth it.
How do you let Pepperdine go on a 16-4 run to end the game? How do you do that?
Because
they're up 29.
Because Jamie Lynn Spears is in the
27.
crowd. Jamie Lynn Spears is in the crowd. They're writing a sitcom about this team, and maybe another Zoe 101 remake for college and Pepperdine. Blue Wave.
Yeah, garbage.
No, not garbage. It's a good
Colony
TV show.
covered. Same areas. I hope you get your shit kicked in against Gonzaga tomorrow. You fucking bums.
Hey, they need to win still.
Let's be real, dude. I got Gonzaga 14.5. They're gonna rout San Francisco. They had a guy go for like 28 last night. He averages like 12 points a game. They ain't getting that shit again. This is Gonzaga by 20 tonight.
They're back in a neutral site again, playing each other. And with Pepperdine, though, I'll probably if I lose all my bets, I'm 3-5, only down a unit then instead of 2. Let's go. Life's great. Wilmington, come on, get it done. What a shot. I want to see this Wilmington
overtime
in the tournament. I don't want to see Delaware in the tournament. I want to see Wilmington in the tournament.
Me too.
Come on. All right, so we're Catholicing there.
Yeah, JW is in the chat. He's on Pitt, but
let's go JW. All right. And is there anything else? Is there anyone else on Pitt in the chat besides me? Yeah, you. Maybe Sports Sciences Jacob said he's laying it. Sports Science Jacob is pulling for Delaware. Okay, big one of the best games of the night or day.
He's a Delaware alum.
What?
He's a Delaware alum.
Oh, he is? Did not know that. Let's go. Let's go, Jacob. Yeah, and I got a buddy from work. He was he's a big Delaware guy. So Magic's there. The Magic's there. I guess I'll root for y'all then. Wouldn't mind seeing UNC Wilmington in the tournament, just making a run and upset. And either of these teams, to be honest. But Alabama A&M is catching 5.5 against Grambling State. Over under is 133.5.
Give me Grambling State here. I know this is a shitty line, but they've taken care of business on Alabama A&M. Each of the times, I think they won by like 13 and 11, swept them. So give me Grambling. I'm not gonna fall for they've lost to them twice. They're gonna beat them this time on this one. I just think Grambling is just a much better team. Plus, Grambling off that tough loss against Alabama State, they're at home on their last game out. So yeah, give me Grambling State to kind of run it up here on Alabama A&M. I think they win by 10 plus.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. I'm going to take the Alabama and A&M team total under as well too. I think we don't see a scoring fest on these neutral sites. So
their offense does suck.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. I think Grambling's a better team despite their record. I kind of like both teams' unders, but yeah, it's priced nice, 64.5. I like that. I'll take that. So,
and if you think about this is like one of those. I don't know necessarily where. I know this is in kind of Atlanta, Georgia, the Gateway Center. I don't know how big it is, but this, if it is a big gym, I mean, this is going to be one of the biggest gyms that these teams have played in. Like basically, damn near. I mean, obviously in the non-conference, but in conference play, they're used to those small gyms. Of course, UNCW misses that fucking free throw.
Incoming 3-point win.
But that could definitely help your under there. To your point, Huff.
Call it. I'm going to call it. I need it. Need it.
Oh shit! Maybe we get overtime.
What's your over under?
148.
Oh geez, you might not even get that in overtime.
If they tie it up here, 132, so I need 16 points.
You could, but
Possibly. Might need double OT.
Trevor, what do you got in this this great game? Start off at 2:00.
Yeah, you guys know I'm going with my Grambling boys. Alabama fouls a shit ton. Grambling really good at making their free throws. They coming off that loss, but they just beat them. Like he said, they smoked them by 16, and then they beat them by 11, going away on the road. So double-digit wins, 5.5 here. You got a team that can't shoot free throws, turns it over a ridiculous amount. They do rebound all right, but Grambling also does. So I'll take Grambling minus 5.5. I probably will bet this. I'm not 100% sure.
Nice, yeah. Does it have anything to do with their logo by chance, or is that it?
No, this goes all the way back to that West Coast trip, or that trip early start the season. Mississippi, Florida, New Mexico, USC, Cal Poly, all covered. Love them ever since. Haven't bet them since, but
I remember those days. Yeah, early November, and then I think that was the best time not to bet them ever again. So it was a good call.
Yeah,
caught them at a good time.
I'm 5-0 or 5-1 ATS betting Grambling this year. Probably my most profitable team.
You bought the dip and then you sold it at the right time. You totally Pelosi'd that thing. Good shit. Do you have any special love for Georgia as well too with their logo?
No. Just because it's a G, I don't have an affinity.
That G's everywhere, all over like random high schools and stuff in every state. All right, let's move on. Colorado. So the Big 12 gets over. They're standing in the tunnel. They're showing Colorado TCU next. Some dead legs maybe happening here, especially with these two teams on the floor. Colorado versus TCU. Trevor, might be one of these back and forth things. We'll never know. Over under is 134.5.
I'm curious to see what you guys have in this game because Colorado just beat TCU by 20 on Saturday. And not TCU's laying a point. So I'm curious to see what you guys have on.
That's right, they did. Colorado was minus 2.5. Now they're catching points. Granted, it was on the road. They literally just took away home.
It was in Boulder, yeah. I'm going to take TCU here. I think on principle, I think Jamie Dixon's a good coach. I think he can get his guys back up after their 20-point shellacking, but definitely is weird this line at 20.5. So, and too many damn over unders that aren't even in the 140. That means everyone's going to be betting that over tomorrow for the early games. It's a public game tomorrow. They're public. Everyone's going to be betting that over in the early games. So I might wait on some of those unders too. Outside of Alabama A&M, but I think I'm going to go TCU here, even though they did lose by 20 in Boulder. In elevation, though, they won them by 11 on the rubber floor with the frog on the floor. So it's split here.
Oh, he missed both. They got the rebound. Oh my God.
I'm going to ride with Jamie Dixon. Colorado, they're cooked.
JW said exactly what I was gonna say. This is all you need to know. I'm on TCU. Lock it up. They're gonna bring the belt.
Yeah,
Jamie Dixon, man. Whew. Great coach. First game of the conference tournament. Yep. They're gonna get a big win, and then they're gonna get absolutely fucking smoked the next game.
Yeah, I think they get it done for sure. Colorado shot their best game in a while. Let's go. Let's go, J-Dub. It's a big it's the NWO here on TCU. Trevor, you're quiet. Are you sweating the UNCW and the over, or you on Colorado?
I'm sweating the UNCW, but I like Colorado. I think too many people are going to be expecting a bounce back. TCU also sucks on the road too, so or not at home. So not at home, Colorado. I think feeling good coming in here. I think a lot of people are going to bet TCU with the short number off the bounce back, but I'll go with the Buffs here. A shitty team. They make a little run. They win a game or two.
Can we battle?
And, they get knocked out. Yeah, we'll battle. Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna wait on this. I think this is gonna go up too. So
Yeah.
but you guys know the drill. If Colorado flips to the favorite, I'm on TCU.
I can't wait to see this at like 2:00. Cancel Colorado, TCU money line. I just want to see it so bad.
He's gonna be like, fuck Jimmy Dixon, fuck TCU. Why the fuck did I back these fucking stupid ass Colorado Buffaloes? Oh my god.
TCU blown fucking cover.
Yeah, Marcus, he brings up. So Fort Worth is about both these teams are about 8 hours away. I live in Kansas City, so it's about 8 hours. Actually, to Boulder, it's about 9 hours, and then to Fort Worth, it's actually only about 6.5, 7. So shorter trip. They're all. I mean, both these teams are flying for sure, but definitely shorter trip. But travel spot. I mean, if you're thinking about fans traveling, TCU will probably travel a little bit better than the fans in Boulder, but
That's
not very many people. This first session is going to be a lot of nobody there.
What up, the juice? Let's go.
Robert Morris -2.5. Never a doubt.
Never
5 points in overtime. That's all we need.
Never a doubt. Yeah, dude. Robert Morris is legit. Dude, they're gonna win tomorrow, man. They're gonna win tomorrow.
And Adam, Horned Frogs aren't at home. Just FYI, it's a neutral. Just so you know, it's at home. It's in Kansas City.
Yeah, in Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes will be there. Everyone will be there.
Oh, that's UNCW ball.
I think that's out on Charleston, I believe.
I think so, yeah. Boyd's hand.
So now can we hit 2 free throws or no?
Well, he'll hit the 2, and then they'll probably give up a bogus bucket. No, they'll give up like a bogus drive to the rim, and then refs won't call the foul, or they'll call the foul and they'll break a free throw or something. I don't feel good about this whatsoever.
Great.
Charleston ball.
How is that Charleston ball?
What?
Goes right off of Boyd's fingertips.
Holy smokes. I guess you
All
need
right, let's go overtime. Overtime. For the love of God, give us overtime.
I'll have no reaction here.
That's bullshit. All right, what's next? Cal Vatek.
Hold on, I'm not looking because I don't want to look at Huff's reaction.
I don't even have one. I said I wouldn't have one. I said I wouldn't have one.
I can't hear you.
I said I wouldn't have one.
We need to make 2 free throws, Trevor. 2 free throws, and the fave at least doesn't get full faded.
Dude, that's a reaction. You're gonna get mad at him? That's a reaction. He just told you what it is. Like you're watching a.
He already saw it. Wait, have you still not seen it?
No, they just inbounded.
No,
oh my God, turnover.
Oh my God, get out of your dungeon.
Everyone
we don't have enough time to. We don't have enough time.
Love painting me as the bad guy here. That's criminal. That's criminal. I had no reaction, and it was big for it. Yeah, well, they should have made one earlier. It should be 67, 64.
Shouldn't have. They missed the front end of the 101 earlier.
Minimum. They also scored 0 points in like 6 rounds.
Towson could make some free throws tonight.
Towson need a lot more than free throws. They sucked tonight. They were terrible.
They were horrible. Oh my God, this is sweaty as can be.
Dude, stop talking to him. Let him shoot the free throws. You're getting in his head.
Dude, I've seen the free throws, but you wouldn't know because I always give reactions.
Oh, Jesus, I can't
watch. I've seen both free throws.
That dude's clamping.
Who is Cal to lay points, though, to be honest? Come on. First one's up.
Game?
Pure. Come on.
Did we forget the Oh no. I can't believe you just made that half-court shot. What a fuck. That's crazy. That hurts.
Look at Elliot's react. I'm not reacting. I'm just here smiling.
Damn.
Push.
What?
Push City. I got -4.
Okay, watch.
No, shut the fuck up.
No, dude.
Fuck you! I told you that was gonna happen. I fucking told you.
Yep.
Fuck you. Are you kidding me?
I had no reaction. Gotta give credit when credit's due.
I
Sometimes.
muted you guys.
Hey, I will say, Huff, that was really good.
Unfucking real.
That's I know it's easy to pick on me and for over half court shot reactions, but I had no reaction on either play. Just sat here and smiled, enjoying my time, even through the losses.
Unreal. Fuck yourself. You were up 13.
I couldn't even get the push. Anything.
I was at 3.5, so I was on that win. Damn.
I was at -3. Oh my
Tough.
god.
He knew it was going in right when it left his fingertips.
3-4 now on the day. Portland State pending. Got to call that 3-5. So let's move on 3-5. 11 minutes left in the game, down 19. I'm calling it. It's lifeless.
Worse, and then this shit happens. Go figure. Back to bullshit.
I have to tend to. Hey Trevor, come on! I just want to hear. No reaction. Yeah, I need some credit there.
What?
For no reaction there. Those were two big plays.
I wasn't even looking. I was staring at my TV. All right. God damn it.
I need some love before we move on, though. I need some credit by you.
I said that, man.
No, I heard you. I need it from him.
I wasn't even watching. I can't give credit where I never saw it.
Well, you just said
I muted and I spared fingers covering the screen with my hands so I couldn't see anything.
You said what I was saying was bullshit. I need the credit. I need the credit. California laying 3.5 versus Virginia Tech. Over/under is 140.5.
I'll take the points. Who's Cal to fucking lay points to anyone? That's absolute garbage.
Virginia Tech's offense is putrid.
Hey, I'm telling you guys,
Cal just played 112. They just scored 110 points.
Yeah,
Virginia Tech has been playing. Hey, Virginia Tech has been playing better basketball down the stretch. Virginia Tech money line, give it to me.
I'm taking it because fucking Cal shouldn't be favored against anybody, let alone fucking 2 possessions.
Virginia Tech's been playing better. I know they lost their last 2 games. They lost to Louisville, North Carolina, Clemson down the stretch. But give me Virginia Tech here.
Yeah. I don't want to lay points with Cal either. And it's a spot where Virginia Tech's easy travel spot for them versus Cal. I know Cal's already kind of been out there. They just were at Notre Dame. Sure, they stayed out there.
Yeah, I was about to say they probably just stayed out there, I would assume, right?
That also can be tiresome. That also can be a lot. So as the whole thing. So, yeah, I'm with you on Virginia Tech here. I can't lay points with Cal. Although, is there a spot that's like, is there a reason for laying points? Sometimes,
I mean, they played each other once in the regular season. Virginia Tech beat Cal at Cal by 3, 71-68. I guess revenge on the mind of Cal. That could be an angle.
It's not a bad angle with Hugh Jassel. Got to go with coaching here. Mark Madsen's better coach. Lean with Cal on this one. Stanford versus Cal next round. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but they still couldn't win games, and they're in the ACC all year against terrible teams. I mean, they beat Virginia at home. They have one road win, and that was at NC State. Otherwise, they beat Florida State, Miami, NC State, Boston College, Virginia. They lost to Virginia Tech at home.
I'm just playing devil's advocate there on it.
No, I get it. I mean, sure, you could say he's a better coach, but he hasn't proved it all year. This year, I mean, they played dog shit competition all year and got smoked in every game. I'll take about Tech.
All right, so we're all in agreement there. Utah Tech laying 3.5 for Southern Utah.
Rivalry. I'm not in
6
agreement. I'm on Virginia Tech. Were you on Cal or were you on Virginia Tech?
I'm on Virginia Tech. We're all on Virginia Tech.
All right, perfect. Sorry.
I was just pointing out, like, is there a reason? I was just going weighing the other side a little bit. I like doing that. But yeah, I'm on Virginia Tech. Utah Tech's laying 3.5 for Southern Utah. Utah Tech's 6-25, and they're laying 3.5.
Yeah. I wish this was at home and not on the at a new. This is at home.
It's at home.
Give me Utah Tech. Give me Utah Tech. I'll bet this one. Give me Utah Tech.
They did lose to Southern Utah at home already by 7.
Yeah, they lost at Southern Utah by 2 also.
Dude, they haven't won.
Dude, they're laying 3.5.
They haven't won a conference game since January 11th.
And they're laying 3.5.
That was before my 30-unit run. January 11th? Like, what? That feels like forever ago. Yeah.
Southern Utah just put up 39 against Seattle. My God.
I like Utah Tech, but I like the over as well too. I think we see the foul game come into play in this game, and defensive possession length are quite low, so they allow scoring quick, allow possessions to end fast, and both defenses are pretty porous. Southern Utah's got a little bit of a defensive advantage over Utah Tech, but not by much. So yeah, I like the over there and Utah Tech.
Yep, I'll lay the 3.5 with Dixie State, but I do like your overplay there. Desperate teams, I feel like it. Like you said, could be a foul. Get about one of those where it's like we're like 10 points away with like a minute left, and all of a sudden we cash it by like 8 points because there's 18 points in the last minute because of fouls and layups and fouls and layups. So.
Yeah, I'm taking Utah Tech solely because they haven't won in 2 months and they're laying 3.5 points against a team that's beaten them twice. I'll fucking lay it. I don't care.
I'm gonna do what Trevor does randomly on a team. Hey, so Sienna's laying 3.5 at Ryder. Trevor, you're the Ryder aficionado. What do we got here?
Out of the whole MAAC teams, I think Ryder might be the one I bet the least this year, to be honest.
I know, yeah, that was a joke, but you're a Rico Ryder, though. Come on. Go.
No, I'm not a Ryder. I'm not a Ryder.
You're not a Ryder?
No. What are we doing here?
Gosh. I don't want to bet Ryder, but I don't know if I want to bet this game. Here in Atlantic City, who's going to be gambling tonight? Who's gambling tonight? Can we get some insight in Atlantic City and some eyes on the Broncos and the St. Bernards and see if anyone's gambling late night tonight?
Are we just going to go just first half unders on these MAAC games?
Probably not a terrible idea, to be honest.
The defense is so bad. I don't know.
It's at the boardwalk. Forgot about the boardwalk.
Yeah, dude, people are going to be gambling late at night. They're cooked. Atlantic City taking over.
What's the fucking number total?
Adam says a lot of money's coming in on Ryder right now. So for what for whatever that's worth.
Well, Riders ended the year on 3 back-to-back wins. Siena's lost 3 of their last 4 to end the season. Siena lost to Rider by 2 on the road. Only time they played each other. This game's awesome. Could you imagine?
You know who has tournament experience though?
Who?
Jerry McNamara.
Yep.
Big East tournament, specifically
Yep.
conference tournament experience.
Yep. Siena hasn't won the first round game in 2 years. 2022, they went I think to the semis or the finals there. They won 2, lost the third. Yeah, dude, they don't win the first round. Then you got to go back to 17. Isn't the last time they won a round? 16. They don't win. Yeah, give me Siena.
We're waiting on the writer aficionado over here.
I just said Siena.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you here on Siena. I think I kind of want to wait for a live bet opportunity. I think we definitely can get Siena at plus money at some point in this game. This game's gonna be sweaty as fuck, but yeah, I like Siena. I think they get it done and win by 4-6.
I'll be on Siena money line. I'll just wait until I get a better money line price. I know Adam was in the chat saying that a lot of money's on Ryder, so I'll just kind of wait and see what this line does, and if it gets closer to a pick'em, or I can get it under like 135 minus 135 for Siena, I will just bet Siena on the money line. Get rid of the points here, because you never know with the MAAC what happens, especially in tournament play. But Siena's a good free throw shooting team, so could definitely be able to pull it away down the stretch and win by that 4-6 number, Huff.
Yep. I can't deny it. I'm a rider. Let's go. Atlantic City. Yeah, you never know. The lights and brights of Atlantic City, it's so nice. No, the juice, it's so nice. It's so nice. Let's go. Jerry McNamara is a coach. Yes, he is. I'll bet him any chance to get it. Yeah. Syracuse wouldn't have won 10 fucking games, not 10 without Jerry McNamara. All time stuff there.
He's got to be on the first or second team all whites college basketball teams, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Marshall Henderson, honorable mention.
Marshall Henderson, Ole Miss, what a legend. No, what a fucking legend. Dude was always on Demon
That was a fucking this was awesome. When he gets on the table against Auburn. I love that. All right, so Elliot, you're on Siena, but just money line, so we can move on. I need to 10 to something in for 90 seconds. So I'm gonna pass over this amazing game to you guys. Elliot's excited for it.
I hope. Am I tinking?
It's not that game. It's not that game. It's this game.
Damn.
Much better.
Championship game. Oh, no. It is the tink game. I will be tinking here. UTEP lane 1.5. Just give me UTEP on the money line. They have been struggling down the stretch. How many games have they lost now in a row? 7. They lost 7 in a row. So I will be on UTEP here, break that 7-game losing streak. I know one of them was to Sam Houston State on the road. Now we've got a neutral site game here. I believe this is in Fort Worth.
It is.
Double check. No, Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville, Alabama. So
there's a Roos Steakhouse next to it.
I'll be on UTEP here. I think that UTEP likes to force turnovers. Sam Houston doesn't do a very good job at protecting the ball, so that's an advantage there to UTEP. UTEP's been struggling, as I just said. So yeah, give me UTEP. Maybe they get hot, go on a couple run, can make some threes here in the Conference USA and win a couple games. But give me UTEP money line.
Anyone want to live bet this Youngstown over 115.5? We've got 33 points in the second half, and they had 43 in the entire first half. No. I'm not. I'm just we got it all day tomorrow. I got a whole week of this shit. Don't need to be pushing it. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Taking that. UTEP, lost 7 straight. They only lost by 2 at Sam Houston also. Like, it was a tight game. Got smacked by La Tech here. Sam Houston State coming in off a big win over New Mexico State, back-to-back 3 straight home games. Now they're going to hit the road again. They have not been very good on the road either this year. Not saying UTEP's been better, but, they've got 4 road wins at least this year. I think Sam Houston's got 1. Sam Houston's got 1. No, well, they beat Lamar and Tarleton, whatever. Other than that, they have one road win. UTEP's beat Santa Barbara, Liberty, FIU, and New Mexico State all on the road this year. I kind of like them here too. Like you said, they force turnovers. But pretty much about it. They get to the free throw line. I mean, that's good, but feels like it's their spot. I'll take UTEP with you. I'll take the money line.
The game they
Actually,
won.
I can't. I have to take the -1.5 and pray I can cash out and get money line in the morning.
The game that they won, they forced a lot of turnovers. The game that they lost, there was an equal amount of turnovers with no differential in UTEP's favor. I think they get that done. UTEP also gets to the line. I don't know if you guys mentioned that. Sorry. But they get to the line a decent amount. Both teams kind of foul a lot. But there is a slight free throw efficiency advantage towards Sam Houston State. So it's not all boxes checked there in the advantage-wise. But I think UTEP has ended the season on a lull. Now they're laying a point after losing this many games in a row, 7-8 games. They find their stride. You gotta look in the mirror and find your stride versus a hot Sam Houston State. Curious to see what this line does by tomorrow. So we're all coal miners there then.
Tink tink, baby.
Let's go, Virgil. I hit a banging 16 parlay yesterday, 0.25 units for 12.22.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, Virgil. You can clock out early tonight, baby.
Let's go. Virgil, steak dinner tonight, booming. All right, so we're all square there. St. Francis, PA versus Central Connecticut State. Elliot, floor is yours. You said the championship game, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
This is the championship game.
Yep.
And I don't know what we're doing here. I mean, you think the championship game is going to be just a complete blowout? I don't think so. Give me St. Francis plus the points. I think the real Blue Devils win it, but I mean, you saw what St. Francis did against LIU. Now we got Central Connecticut State, nation's longest winning streak at 14. Give me the plus 9.5. I am nervous about this game though, because it could just be a real Blue Devils smash and they win by 20 and celebrate and cruise like they have throughout the regular season. I mean, they beat St. Francis by 15 and by 16 in both of their games in the regular season. So, but championship game, give me the 9.5. Let's get interesting.
Yeah, this line's incredibly disrespectful to the Red Flash here. I called for them potentially to take a ticket to win this conference. Didn't bet it. I regret it. I think they at least hang in this number here. I mean, Central Connecticut, didn't they just play a tight one against what's their nuts?
Fairleigh Dick, overtime, 76-72.
Fair Dick, yep. Yeah, Fair Dick. They played a real tight one there. Central Connecticut also, where the hell is this game?
It's at home. Should be at home. NEC's all at home, right?
Yeah. They haven't lost since January 12th. Now they're playing St. Francis, team that's coming hot. 5 straight winners. They did beat LIU also this year. They played tough against them, got the win. Central Connecticut been really good, but I mean, they beat Lemoyne. Congratulations. They smacked them, but Fair Dick gave them a game. And I think St. Francis is a better team than Fair Dick. I mean, now you give them time to prepare. 2 days, 3 days roughly to prepare. I think St. Francis at least hangs in this game. 9.5 is incredibly disrespectful to the Red Flash.
Yeah, I kind of went back and forth on this game, looking at the slate before the show, and because I know Central Connecticut State's just been like molly-whopping teams, but it to your guys' point, it's a championship game, regardless of it being a home game for the Blue Devils, and I just think that 9.5 line's baity. We've talked about that all the time, and
if it was 10.5, I'd bet Central Connecticut State.
10? Well, yeah.
If it was 10.5, 11.5, I'd bet Central Connecticut State because I feel like that's just telling you they're going to roll. But this 9.5 number, I feel like it's going to be a close game. They're wanting you to bet Central Connecticut because they're getting you under double digits. Personally,
Central Connecticut is a very good team that's been drilling teams. So, yeah, let's take PA. Let's take the Red Flag.
I mean, you also got to think too. I mean, they're at home. All the pressure's on Central Connecticut State. St. Francis, they're just playing. Obviously, they've got a chance to make it to the tournament, but there's no expectations on them. I think Central Connecticut State can, they'll come out tight. Both teams will probably come out tight, but I think St. Francis will be a little bit more loose because they've got nothing to lose. They're not expected to, weren't expected to win this conference like the Blue Devils were. You could even maybe look at like a first half line, St. Francis first half maybe, and then maybe Central Connecticut State runs away with it. Another angle you can maybe just possibly look at if you're liking it. I just personally, I've been kind of faltering. I've played the first half angle and I've ended up losing the first half, and I would have covered the full game. So I'm just sticking with the full game here.
Yep, same. And Dustin's asking if anyone has to read Gonzaga. I took Gonzaga. I took the 14.5 last night. I think San Francisco. What was that kid's name last night? Ryan Beasley or something?
Yeah, he also just had gotten hurt too.
No, they're missing what's his nuts.
Well, Ryan Beasley got hurt. That was his. He rolled his ankle, and they didn't even think he was going to play, and he almost dropped 30.
Yeah. He had 29 points. This is a guy who came in. He scored 4, 4, 10, 7, 16, 18, 12, 14, 12, 5, 7, 8, 8. So, I mean, San Diego, Washington State. He did have 12 against St. Mary's, but, I mean, LMU, he had 16 against Gonzaga last game, or the game prior, and then he only played 9 minutes the second game versus Gonzaga. But dude goes for 29 last night, carries them. They get past Washington State by 11. That game was tight late, and then just Washington State just couldn't do anything late. I think Gonzaga rolls right through them. This is the time of year Gonzaga flips the switch, stops fucking around. I think them giving you 15.5 with San Francisco is just bait. I think Gonzaga rolls by 20 here. So I took Gonzaga last night, the 14.5. It's up to 15.5 now, I see. What do the splitties look like?
It's up to 19.5.
What do you mean?
It's 19.5.
What are you talking about?
It's 19.5 on DraftKings.
For Gonzaga?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Gonzaga?
No, it's 15.5.
Yeah, 15.5.
What are you smoking? I'm confused. Anyway, yeah, Gonzaga for me. UTEP, Florida State. God, I think we fade Florida State off of that fucking big win. That was such an emotional game. You could tell with the energy those guys were playing with. Another
Really
3.5.
Do we know why Marcus I'm gonna go back to this. Do we know why Marcus Williams is out? Is it gambling?
No, I think it's education or something like school,
okay.
Not good grades or some shit. I'm not 100% sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of think we take the points with Syracuse here. Don't necessarily want to bet. Florida State did beat Syracuse January 4th by 16.
I'll be on Florida State here. They're very long, very athletic. I think they'll be able to take advantage of Syracuse. I do think that they will be able to. I know it's a really, really emotional game, like you had said, Trev. I think they kind of ride high on this one, but then I think it kind of comes crashing down that next game. So I think they're able to kind of roll that momentum, kind of ride high this first game of the tournament, and then I think it's not good for them in the second round there in the ACC tournament. So I'll be on Florida State minus 3.5.
Will we get a Florida State SMU rematch?
Oh man, yeah, this one's gonna be fun to watch. I can't back. I'm gonna ride the Leonard Hamilton train. We get a little magic here, just a little bit, not much.
You are correct, Jen.
Jen, you got to use the ESPN app, I think, or check ESPN News channel.
Generally, Jen, what I do is I will just live stream it from the ESPN app, and then I'll get the right feed. Sometimes I'll either I'll pop it on my TV and screen share it, or just pull it up on my computer. But yeah, she brings up a good point. I mean, this scheduling game is just terrible. I mean, it's happened all year.
Overtime,
2 hours.
Overtime in the first game pushed everything back. At least they didn't cut the game off and put the Gonzaga game on.
Right. We're gonna move to ESPN News. Yeah, no.
Yep. Yeah, I'll take Syracuse here. I don't know if I'll bet it, but I just think FSU used a ton of energy and motion to get that game done with everybody in the building, former players, as Leonard Hamilton's former teammates. His last game at the arena. I think it was just like it was a spot of all spots for Florida State. I think they come in this one a little tired. I mean, Syracuse, they rebound pretty well on both sides. Florida State struggles on that department. I do agree, the length could cause some turnovers issues and whatnot, but still, I mean, I just think Syracuse this is the spot. Like maybe Florida State wins, but I don't think they win by 2+ possessions. It's just fate of the spot of last game. Loved them last game. I'm not a huge fan of this given spot, coming off of that game, celebrating, and then turning around 3 days later to start your tournament play. I think Syracuse coming in off of that Virginia win, feeling good. That wasn't like a gigantic game, but they're coming in feeling good. So I'll take the team that's got less of pressure coming off of that spot. And I feel like a lot of people are going to bet Florida State just because of Leonard Hamilton. They're going to get up and get another game, but I'm not sure they necessarily do.
I'm going to bet Florida State I'll probably bet Florida State here. I'll probably bet Florida State against SMU. I'll just keep betting them until they lose. I'm just going to ride with Leonard Hamilton.
Do it.
One last time. Maine, I'm in on that too. Maine versus Vermont. Vermont's laying 3.5. Over under is 125. Think we got to lay it. I know Maine's gritty and they're fighting for a tournament bid, but Vermont always beats Maine. So I will be laying it with Vermont.
Do you know the last time Vermont beat Maine beat Vermont?
Been a while.
2012-13 season.
Yep.
They've lost 30 in a row.
They're 1-20. They've won 2 games since 2011 against Vermont. And to your credit, I mean, Maine usually plays them tight. They got 4-point game, 6-point game this year. Last year was a 11-point game and 7. And we had a 9 and a 19. Yeah, I mean, I guess, the further you go back, 30-65, further you go back, the worse Maine was. But Maine's not a terrible team this year. But still.
Yeah, I'll be 2-34 all time in the series. Give me Vermont. I'll lay it.
Vermont wins these conference tournaments. Bryant, very much so could too. But
Oh yeah, that game will be awesome.
all right, so we're all square there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll take Vermont with you.
All right, all squared up, pumped up, pump faked up. 3 pump fakes. That's nice. 3 big booms. Let's go. Arizona State versus Kansas State. Kansas State's laying 5.5. Over under
Lay it.
1.5. Elliot,
Lay it.
where's yours?
Lay it with my Wildcats. We got a good draw in this tournament. We got a good defense. We just got embarrassed at home by Iowa State, and then before that, people forget we just dropped a home game to Arizona State. Lost by 12 at home on Sunday, February 23rd. I think we're going to be thinking that. That was part of when Coleman Hawkins was out. Looks like he's probably going to be playing. He's trying to play through that knee pain. Hasn't really hindered him too much. I mean, you can tell he's limping on the court, but he's still been effective and still has played a good role for the K-State team and kind of for the offense, I guess you could call it, that they run. He does help that out. I think the line is telling you K-State's going to win. I mean, Ken Palm's got this as a 1-point win for K-State, and we got this at -5.5. So yeah, give me K-State. We'll roll with my Wildcats, baby.
Trevor?
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree with him here. Like he said, they just they lost by 12 at home to Arizona State. And then Iowa State just, I wouldn't really say punked them. Kansas State just couldn't hit a fucking shot, save their life. They look terrible. So I don't think they can look any worse. Arizona State has just been free falling, the last month and a half of this season. They did play K-State tight at home, lost by 1, then they beat them on the road. But other than that, I mean, these have been double-digit losses in all of them since. So I'll take K-State, bounce back after that terrible Iowa State performance, and get revenge for Arizona State. So I'll lay it with them.
We'll have a question. Is Adam Miller going to play or Quaton's going to play for Arizona State? I'm not real sure.
Quaton's is out for season, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam Miller, I believe, is also just done.
If he's out, then that means all 3 of those guys that were playing when they did beat K-State were out, are now out. That's 3 of their top scorers, and then we also get Coleman Hawkins back. So,
yeah,
give me K-State here. I mean, fan pick. You can take with it as you want, but usually I'm pretty non-biased for the most part. I mean, as non-biased as I can be as a fan. Sometimes it's hard.
All right.
Hold on. How many points did Pepperdine have tonight? 59. All right. Thank God. I almost took their team total. 58.5, 57, somewhere around there. That would have been brutal. Anyhow.
Well, what I was going to say is that Kansas State, I'm with you guys. They win 66-49, shellacking. Arizona State gives up on their team. Program's done. Absolute 180 is about to happen for Arizona State. So I don't need to add anything else. You guys said enough?
Yep.
Fairfield versus Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart's laying 3.5 against Fairfield. Over-unders 142.5.
Lay with Sacred Heart.
Yeah, I mean, Fairfield's been horrible. I mean,
wait a minute, no, I'm looking at this wrong. Never mind.
They just got their big win against Quinnipiac, and now now they're going into Sacred Heart. I gotta like Sacred Heart here. The line may already be up to 4.5 though. I don't know, since we made these. Fairfield's been very disappointing this year, more than they have been as a program, but I like Sacred Heart's been playing. and now they're going to Atlantic City, a little neutral. Tough for defense to resonate on a neutral, and Fairfield's defense can't stop anyone. And Sacred Heart beat them by 21 last time. And they won by Sacred Heart won by 6 at Fairfield as well. Not afraid of the bounce back here on a neutral here with the Fairfield. I think Sacred Heart's a much better team. It's going to outmatch them physically and athletically.
And that's the thing. I was looking at this wrong. I thought Fairfield beat Sacred Heart by 20. I was looking at it wrong. No, why is this only 3.5?
Trevor's riding with those Stags.
This line stinks, man. Only 3.5. This gives me UNCW vibes from tonight. Felt too easy. I guess to me, because I don't like this Charleston team. I haven't liked them all year, so I guess that felt weird to me. But
Hasty, this game is being played in Atlantic City. The whole MAAC is being played at the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City.
It's a cool venue too, by the way. The Boardwalk's a cool fucking venue.
Yeah. And you can all the kids can gamble at night too before playing. It's the best part.
I'm taking Fairfield. I'm not going to bet this. This feels
Let's battle.
In Sacred Heart. Feels way too easy. I might bet this, but I have no idea. This
battle, baby.
The high hell.
Sounds good to me. Let's battle. Fairfield 2025. Come on, Sacred Heart. Figure a way. Prairie View A&M, Florida A&M, laying 7.5. I will pick Florida A&M. I'm not betting this game. I'll tell you that.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to lay it. I like this Florida A&M team. I don't want to bet against them. Prairie View's defense.
We were just on them. That Bethune-Cookman game. They probably should have won that outright. But I mean, you look at if you look at FAMU, man, they only lost to Southern by 3, then only lost to Bethune by 1. I think they, like we talked about last night, FAMU could be a good tiny little sprinkle. I think it was plus 1,800, I believe. But yeah, I'll lay it with the points. But I don't feel comfortable laying 7.5 with the Florida A&M team. But I do think they win. So I see some people in the chat saying it could be a good money line piece. I will agree with that. I think they do win for sure. So if you wanted to parlay that with something.
Trevor's on Prairie View.
Are you fucking dumb? No. Milton Matthews is on the cover here, or the thumbnail of this video. FAMU. They've been playing damn good, man.
Oh. Another triple pump fake. Very staple of us. Oh my God, not 3 pump fakes. He's trying to draw the foul late game.
I should say, okay, they've lost 4 straight, but they've all been tight games. They haven't been blown out in these games. All 1-point losses. They did lose to Alabama A&M by 11, but other than that, I mean, 3-point, 1-point, 1-point, 1 by 5. And they're laying 7.5. Prairie View is like one of the worst, if not the worst team in America. Actually, they couldn't be the worst because Mississippi Valley State takes that cake, but this team sucks, man. No chance. I would back them. I'm going to lay with FAMU tomorrow, more than likely. I don't know if I will bet this, but there's no chance. No chance. I'd put money on Prairie View.
What's a FAMU Central Connecticut State money line parlay? What's that get you?
Probably some heavy juice.
Not good enough. What about Grambling State, Florida A&M?
Money line parlay for those 2 teams is minus 169.
Damn. Almost got to bet it because it's 169.
That's perverted.
Once
buddy.
you start getting in those 300-400 money line favorites, the ability to really parlay with anything really goes out the window for the most part.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go, Famu. All right. So I guess I'm betting it then. I wasn't gonna.
Ooh, there we go, Zach. Hey, he's speaking my language now. FAMU, Central Connecticut State, and K-State money line plus 134, baby. You already played it before I even brought it up. I like it, and you got my team in there. Woo.
Let's go. 3-team money line.
DK always seems to have this the money line no sweat where they have like you gotta have a three leg piece to it to get the money line. It's got to be that 3 legs. So maybe I'll use that for that little no sweat action or something.
This Horizon game is fantastic. Noah Beanick there, I think. Could have met him tonight, but did the show. Couldn't make it. FIU versus Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky's laying 4.5. Over unders 142.5.
Lord have mercy.
Is this the cheese under the trap for me to take Western Kentucky?
These two teams just played an 11-point loss for FIU.
Western Kentucky did lose to FIU by 19 in early on the season. One of FIU's
yeah, they already got their revenge.
They won by 9 earlier. Western Kentucky just lost 90-61. Like when they lose games, they lose games. Like they give up almost. They're not in it. But I can't take FIU.
Can we take the under?
It's maybe the cheese line of the day. I don't know if I want to. Conference tournament game.
I'll lay it with Western Kentucky.
I know. I mean, I'll take the cheese, I guess, like I was saying, but this may be mousetrap. But I'm a little ratty sometimes. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like
I'll
it.
pick Western Kentucky. I'll pick Western Kentucky off of a 30-point drumming, but I'm not going to bet this game. I hate this line, but
yeah,
FIU just on the road. No.
This is probably my least favorite game of the day.
Albany versus Bryant. Bryant's laying 9, over-unders 153.5. I may lay this one, although it's that funky 9.5 number.
You think they
Last
rolled?
Last time they played, Albany beat
them at home.
Mm-hmm. Now they get a rematch at home.
A lot of implications on the line. This is the one that they get, and then maybe it's a closer game in the championship. Albany's a good team. You know, I've liked betting Albany. They're a pretty decent team on the road too.
Pretty sure the last time that last game, Albany Bryant, I think I bet the over, and that shit was cake within the first freaking 2 seconds. It was like, I think the total was like 160 or 150 something, kind of similar to what this was, maybe a little bit higher. I think it
ended like 60 something to 60. Yeah,
it's terrible. Shocked.
Don't hate the over in this one, but I will go against my principal on the 9.5 and lay it with Bryant in a revenge spot. A little warm up for what lies ahead. They're not looking ahead though. They're going to play with too many nerves. They're going to be loose for this game. Come out, play with too many nerves in the championship game.
Yeah, I'll lay it. I don't feel comfortable. But these last 2 games are not my favorite games, but I kind of tend to want to maybe hit the over 153.5. think it would kind of be the play here. Ooh.
I had to give a reaction there, but just in my eyes.
My
Golly.
God, Cleveland State. You don't want to win this game, do you?
That was from the baseline, man.
They have
What
no
a-
desire to win this game.
The Horizon games are giving today. So what are you guys on here, Bryant, Albany?
Yeah, I'll pick Bryant minus 9.5. I'll probably, if I'm going to bet it, I'll bet the over 153.5.
I like that.
I don't hate a Bryant team total.
I like that too.
Revenge, they're at home. Albany's going to foul, later in the game, unless it's an absolute blowout. Then obviously the team total's in jeopardy potentially. Them just taking the foot off the gas last 4 minutes, but Albany just can't defend, man. Yeah, I'll take the team total over whatever it's going to be. I think they just put up a lot of points at home. Lost to this team last time. This is a playoff game. The pace should be there for the most part. It's not like these two teams play slow. So it should be there. Bryant doesn't turn it over. They can shoot. Albany doesn't defend anything. Not to mention Bryant blocks a shit ton of shots. Albany gets a ton blocked. I think we can get some block shots and quick runouts and transition buckets also here. So I'll take the team total over potentially.
All right, UCF's catching a point against Utah. Oh man, coin flip. Is this the game I do a coin flip for?
I feel like
Damn
we gotta
near.
kind of trust UCF with the guard play, but Utah's big as shit. They are coming off of the Holy War too. UCF is terrible on the road. They beat Texas Tech on the road somehow, and they beat Arizona State. Other than that, they haven't won a single game away from home, including neutral. Well, they beat Tulsa on neutral. So 3 wins away from home all year.
I think I'm gonna go Utah. I just flipped a coin in my subconscious there, and it landed on my Utah. Utah was tails.
Yeah, I'll trust the guards. I'm with Trev here. I'll probably I'll end up trusting the guards. And Utah struggles from the free throw line, so give me UCF here.
Let's go for size over that. All right, Montana State versus Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado's laying 3.5. What did I say last night? Montana State's got experience in this tournament. This line kind of reads to you.
They rolled, man. They rolled today. Recency bias because they rolled by 20. Is that why it's so short?
Could be a point, yeah.
Potentially. I mean,
This game's awesome. Holy cow.
That dude is so big. So big.
Holy cow, this game's awesome. Oh man, I mean, it's so easy to lay it with the Northern Colorado, right? But maybe not. I kind of lean with the dog here. Gonna go with the experience here. I know Northern Colorado, solid team. They've done this in the Big Sky though before, when they have a good team. Just there's a first time for everything. So Northern Colorado has got the closest chance to have a bid to the NCAA tournament. So tough to fade that, but I'll go with the experience catching the points with Montana State, and fade NoCo. But then I'm rooting for NoCo to make the tourney. That'd be a dangerous team to see.
Yeah, they I mean, this line is pretty short, but I mean, they only beat Montana State by 1 on the road. I believe that was that game where they were down by like 20, and they ended up coming back and winning. I think Montana State was up by something. They came back down from like 20 or something like that. But I'll take Montana State. I think this line is short.
Sorry, Elliot.
Yeah, no, I'll take Montana State too. I do worry a little bit about rebounding, killing them in this game, but they're playing really good. They've seen this team twice. They played tight games against them. They don't turn it over. They can shoot. They can defend. They get to the free throw line. They shoot 72%. I'll ride with Montana State. Both of these teams are very experienced, 104 and 107 in the country in terms of experience. Wow, Colorado, Cleveland State. Wow.
I didn't bet. I picked Youngstown. I didn't bet it. So sorry if you bet that. Nichols covered, right?
For you, they wouldn't have covered. For me, they covered. I got -3.5.
Okay. I just picked it. I didn't bet it. So. All right, so we're riding Montana State there and fading the hot hand. Speaking of Nichols is laying a point against Lamar tomorrow. This line kind of stinks too. Lamar's a good team though. They play good ball.
Yeah, I'll take Lamar here. I'll fade the team off of the overtime. Nichols survived today, but give me Lamar here. Lamar money line for me.
They just played each other on Monday, March the 3rd. Lamar won by 12. We believe we were on Lamar on that. They swept Nichols twice. I know Nichols is off the OT. I'm gonna take Nichols on the revenge and battle you, buddy. I'm gonna take Nichols here, and battle you here on that. So.
Do it.
I'm gonna have to go with Lamar. Just played them. They get to play them again, so they had a good game plan. They won 12 by 12 against them. Yeah, Nichols coming off of a war tonight against Incarnate Word. I think Lamar obviously be a little fresher, and it's not like they just played someone else. They just played them, beat them by 12. They have their a good game plan against them, and they also beat them by 4 on the road also earlier this year. So they're 2-0. Just saw them. You got Nichols coming off of a battle tonight. I think Lamar gets it done here. Although I am afraid of this thing flipping over. But you know the drill. If it flips, so do I.
right. Hate to fade my Lamar. Delaware is catching 7.5. So for some people in the chat, it's a loyalty game here. I'm hearing. Championship game, laying 7.5. I know. I mean, we've been laying it with UNC Wilmington all season, but it's a lot of points.
I mean, right before this game, the end of the UNC Wilmington had the home game. Their final home game was against Delaware, and they were rolled by 30. But as you see today, UNCW got up. What were they up? 15, 13.
Yep.
And then kind of played with their food and ended up barely escaping. I'm going to ride the hot hand in Delaware. I think they proved to me that they're still capable of getting it done. But yeah, give me Delaware plus the 7.5. I think that's too many points in a championship game.
Yeah, the improbable, probable, and I think it is too many points as well. I'm not saying they win outright, but it just seems like a lot of points.
I feel like they just got their scare out of the way. They won by 10 and 30 this year against Delaware. They just got a scare against Charleston tonight. Came back, barely won. Does Delaware have the defense that actually? What's that?
Nothing.
What?
The dude shooting free throws for USF definitely sells something.
Yeah, it looks like he sells plutonium. I'll take I'll take UNCW. I think they got their scare. They pounded this team. I don't think Delaware has the ability to make them go like 7 scoreless minutes or like one for 12 in a 7-minute period like Charleston did tonight. I know Delaware's been hot, but I just think UNCW is just going to be far more prepared for this. They've smoked these guys already this year. They just got a scare. If Delaware can, out-rebound them and keep them from scoring for 7 minutes, then congratulations. I just don't know if Delaware or UNCW will do that 2 nights in a row. I'll take I'll lay it.
All right. I'm cheating on UNC Wilmington with Delaware tomorrow. That sucks. Love the Seahawks, but looks like we're battling there. Elliott with Delaware too. All right, last game, Idaho versus Montana. Montana's laying 4.5, and I will lay it. This Idaho team is special. They definitely are gritty, but Montana is a team that will play them close for the first part of the game, and then they run away with it, win by like 9 or 10, and cover the number. Montana's been here before as well. If we see an upset on Montana State, Northern Colorado, how many times has Starch Madness been Montana State in the championship? So like to see a stat on that. Montana gets it done tomorrow against Idaho. I will lay it. Much better team.
These two played tough all year against each other. I know Idaho is not good, but I think they got a little something from the night. I mean, huge win over Portland. I know Portland's not Montana, but they dog walked them. Like they took them out. They busted their ass. That was the easiest bet of the night. I didn't even have to watch that game. But I did watch. The defense looked good. They rebounded. They cleaned the glass. They shot. Respectable. I think Idaho can do it again here. I think a lot of people are going to be looking this Montana and be like, oh shit, they lost one game since January 20th or 18th. Idaho, if you look at that game log, it's pretty fucking ugly. But I think they can. I think they have a chance to do this. I mean, this number feels very low too. Very, very low. It's the same numbers tonight. Idaho smoked them. A worse team than Montana. Now they're going to catch 4.5 again. I'll probably be on Idaho. Obviously, I will. It's a standalone game. I'm going to wait to see where this goes. I'm going to hope it climbs up a little bit.
Might not be a standalone game just with St. Mary's in the
winner.
winner.
The WCC. Yeah.
But still got to bet it anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, I might. What do we think the Gonzaga? Actually, Gonzaga is just these fucking guys, man. They're down 5. Jesus Christ! All right, this ticket's already dead. And just there's no chance they fucking come back. In this one, so that's already cool. That's dead. So that was a brutal day for me yet again. I've been on a massive cold streak. This is fucking terrible. Terrible.
I mean, San Fran shooting 55% from the 3, and Gonzaga shooting 25%. So just give it some time.
Yeah, it's already dead. I already know the way my day's going. They'll win by like 12. They ain't gonna cover shit. They'll win by 12.
All right.
I'll be on St. Mary's if Gonzaga wins. If San Francisco wins, I'll still be on St. Mary's.
You got to go line for Northwestern State McNeese.
Yeah, McNeese is laying 12.5.
Type
Man, do we just lay it after that emotional, tight, close game today? I think
it's demon time. It's demon time.
I'm laying it with McNeese. Will Wade and his people. That manager's gonna come out with that boombox, get his fucking team pumped up. They're gonna fucking roll by 20. Give me McNeese, lay it.
I'll pick Northwestern State. I'm not betting this game though. I'm not gonna fade McNeese on the first, but I'm gonna ride the hot hand. Come out with a little vengeance tomorrow.
Is this at McNeese Arena?
I don't think so. I think it's is it?
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think they did say something about McNeese Arena tonight.
I'm pretty sure it's in Lake Charles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how the Southland always works, or do they just rotate around?
Could not tell you, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly if it's home team host every year, but a couple tournaments have been like that. But then they switched it up. A couple, the Ace Suns always like that, right? But home team hosting the entire tournament used to be a thing more. Now it's all just money.
I'll take my Demons. Probably won't bet it though.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
I like how they've been playing lately. They're they could have easily just crumbled and collapsed multiple times tonight. But they held on. Like they trailed like by 1 or 2 points, but they found a way. They always came back and just managed to build up that lead again. Their defense looks pretty good tonight. I'll take Northwestern State, the 12.5 to hang in at least. Maybe even just first half, just continue playing well. And then the adjustments they make at halftime for McNeese, maybe they pull away. But I think Northwestern State can hang in at least the first half for sure. But overall, I like them to cover here.
Marcus was saying that it's always at the 1 seeds arena. It looks like number 1 seeds arena. So,
yep, a lot of tournaments used to be like that, but definitely more neutral sites than there has in the past. Thanks, Marcus. Did not know about the Southland. Before we do all the tournaments that start tomorrow, March 11th tournaments. One of these, or is that against tradition by doing it at the end of the show?
No, we can do it now. If we just like early look ahead line, Robert Morris probably laying like 2.5 against Youngstown State. I would assume something like that. 2.5, 3.5.
Yes.
They always find a way to fucking cover.
Yep. And Youngstown State just played their ass off to get that done.
Without EJ Farmer again. That's hilarious. Looks like Zach's line.
Baseline 3 saved their night. I mean,
looks like Robert Morris laying 2.5 minus 120 on the money line, over under 142.5. I'll just take the money line price at Robert Morris minus 120. If that's the case, I'll just take the money line. Don't really mess around with the points here. I mean, we've seen what the Oakland game came down to a 3-point game. This one came down to a 2-point game with Cleveland State Youngstown. So just give me the minus 120. I'll eat the juice a little bit, but I'll go Robert Morris.
Well, if they're laying 2.5, that money line's gonna be like minus 150, especially if it's juice minus 120. It'll probably be around minus 150. But I'll take it anyway.
You'll take Robert Morris?
Yeah.
Oh, minus 2.5 is minus 120. I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
Money line's minus 166. So yeah, I'll just take the 2.5.
Dude, Gonzaga sucks. Jesus Christ, guys. Should have known not to take them.
I'll take Montana minus 4.5 to end the night. So you guys can make fun of me while we're doing the show tomorrow night, going over the more P5 brackets and other P5 games.
I'll take Notre Dame. Yeah, Notre Dame's on 3.5 now.
I'll take TCU minus 1.5.
I thought you took Robert Morris.
No, I was just picking that game.
Oh, okay.
Because that was a game we hadn't picked yet.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
If that makes
Plus
sense.
580.
Picking that last game.
Plus 580. All right, so we got ACC bracket to go over. Big 12 we did last night, right?
We did the ACC.
We did ACC. We did CUSA. We did MAAC, SWAC. I don't think we did WAC.
We did the WAC.
We did the WAC?
Yep. We stopped it after the WAC. Because we talked about you laid it with Grand Canyon and sprinkle on Tarleton State.
That's right. We didn't talk about that's right.
State.
Right.
We didn't do the American though, because the American was the one that wasn't built yet. So American on. So American, A10, Big East, Big 10, Big West.
Perfect.
So which ones are we doing? My bad.
ACC. Basically all the ones, because we talked all the ones that were for 311, and then we haven't talked the ones for 312. So if you look at the chronological, American, A10, Big East, Big 10, Big West, MAAC, Mountain West, SEC. We haven't talked any of those.
Yep, and then tomorrow we'll do the MAAC. We'll do the MAAC, SEC, and Ivy. We'll just finish it off then tomorrow.
Yeah, we could even split it if you want to. We could just do the MAAC and Mountain West tomorrow as well. That'd give us 5 and 5.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
So American through Big West.
Because I think I got everything built up outside until the SEC's the last one I got to do, Elliot. So
Sounds good.
Other than that, it looks good. Yeah, let's do American. Do it chronological.
You need me to share it?
I'm trying to on my computer right now.
Oh, you're good. I've got it up. Don't worry about it.
You got it? Okay.
Yep, coming right now.
My computer will blow up. I can even select it.
Let's just do this like we did. I think I liked it yesterday. That better? Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, American in Fort Worth, Texas. Pull up some odds.
Yeah, you're gonna pull up FanDuel. I'll pull up DK if you want. There's some discrepancies, so don't forget to shop around here with these lines because we found some pretty good discrepancy. What was that one that we found last night, Huff? The New Mexico was plus 500 on one book and plus 950 on another book.
Yeah, right. That's why I took it only. Now, Memphis is the only team that's in, regardless. Some good numbers here for North Texas and UAB. I mean, North Texas plus 240. Don't love it, but they are a really good team. UAB plus 650. FAU plus 1,200. Tulane 20-1. Temple 35-1. Wichita 40-1. East Carolina 50-1. And then with everybody else, pretty much, it's all like 100 plus and 1 odds. I'll tell you what, I'm not believing in a Delaware type run in this tournament. But I've been addicted to betting on Charlotte, so
They don't have the offense to pull this off.
no, that's why Charlotte or Rice, no chance. I'm not betting any of those teams down there. If I had to pick one long odds, it'd be ECU, just because I think they got a good draw up until North Texas if they have to play North Texas. Temple, though, has been playing feisty. I can't lay it with I can't pick North Texas just on the odds alone or UAB. So I'm gonna stab for some long upset shots. I'll do Temple and ECU. Just some little sprinkles on this one. I don't feel as confident for this tournament. I think this has got Memphis written all over it, but they have an easy path to the finals. So maybe I'll do a full unit on Memphis, but those are my picks. I'll do some stabs here. Lock that in now.
What's North Texas?
Plus 240.
Probably get a better. Probably be around the same number if you played them. If they meet Memphis, they'd probably get about the same number if they meet them there.
That's why, I just couldn't bring myself to do that.
What about? I know it's a different conference here potentially, but what about let me see if this is even worth it. Even bring it up. Where you at? What about a Duke Memphis tourney parlay plus 156?
I've already done my ACC bets, but that's not bad. I like that.
I mean, nobody's going to be Duke. It's just
it makes Duke playable. I will say.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what do they have to play for? I mean, I know they got something to play for, but I mean, at the same time, what are they looking? I mean, obviously they're motivated, but like they're more tournament focused NCAA.
I get it, but
same with Memphis too. So that'd be the only thing is like you're putting You're parlaying Memphis and Duke to win what, 3 games apiece, so 6 games total. So you're parlaying 6 games to win for plus 156. I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, like you said, Duke probably doesn't lose. So it's just on Memphis, I would assume.
Fair points.
I'll play UAB on the bottom half, just at that plus 750. They're talented enough to get there if they can just put it together. And I don't even know if I want to do anything on the top half. Wichita State's not a bad play. I know they struggled down the stretch. They just lost to Tulsa, who didn't even make the tournament, so they didn't really have anything to play for. But they just beat Wichita State outright. But they always played Memphis really tough. If they can get past South Florida and then beat Memphis, they've got a pretty good shot to at least get to the championship. So I might throw a little sprinkle on Memphis. I mean, not on Memphis, on Wichita State as well. So maybe Wichita State on the top, UAB on the bottom.
Yeah, Marcus. Yeah, I took Temple. I took Temple in East Carolina as a little sprinkle. So
I was just gonna say Temple guard play. They've beaten North Texas. They've beaten Memphis. It's if they get there, you're sitting on, what'd you say it was, like 35 to 1 or something?
I got 35 to 1 on Temple, 50 to 1 on East Carolina. Those are my sprinkle stabs.
There's on DK it's 40 to 1 Temple and 55 to 1 for ECU. So a lot better priced on DK, just FYI.
Okay, I'll go take Temple then on there. Thanks for the heads up.
Yep.
Yeah, 40 to 1 on Temple, a guard-oriented team. They've played all right without Mashburn. I don't think he's coming back anyway, but they've played all right. They got the guard play to do it. They've beaten the top dogs in this conference. They did lose to UAB by 16. Other than that, they've beaten all the top dogs in this conference. Tulane, Memphis, North Texas. They lost to FAU by 2. So, I mean, they played them tight. I don't hate a 40 to 1 sprinkle. Do I think they're going to win it? No, but if you get 40 to 1 in the championship game, you can definitely hedge out of that for sure.
All right. What's next? Big East? A10?
A10 is next. So in DC,
we got a George Washington, George Mason, Troy Tuning special game maybe on the docket here in that quarterfinal game if we see each other. You said a good point. It's in DC. George Mason not too far away. I will. I can't bet VCU. If you like VCU, I would add it to those parlays you guys are talking about. That's another one with laying big juice there. But I will take George Mason as a little half unit play on a future to win this tournament. I think they're a tough team, familiar to the area. I mean, all these teams are obviously, but George Mason, they got some magic in March. I'll take that, and I'm going to think about my second one. I'm going to do 2 here.
Yeah, so looking at the odds, VCU minus 120, Dayton plus 550, George Mason plus 600, St. Joe's plus 800, Loyola 17 to 1, St. Louis 20 to 1, George Washington 22 to 1, St. Bonaventure 25 to 1, Duquesne 70 to 1, Davidson 80 to 1, Rhode Island 110 to 1, UMass 250 to 1, and then Richmond, LaSalle, Fordham all 300 to 1.
Yeah, interesting odds. All the odds are actually pretty similar, Elliot, on FanDuel. Just Dayton was plus 440. George Mason, though, was 7-1 instead of 6-1. So, I locked up Mason there. But all the odds otherwise were pretty similar.
I don't hate that Dayton price feels pretty good, 550. Getting them to win 2 games essentially, and you're in the win 2 games and you're in the championship, 550. I get George Mason's right there. So maybe you play both Mason and Dayton. I think one of those two comes out. Maybe St. Joe's makes a run with that guard play they have. They're pretty damn good. What's the St. Joe's number?
And down low, St. Joe's is
plus 800.
8-1. Yeah,
I don't hate that, but I don't want to have 2-3 teams sprinkled on the bottom.
My thought with like Loyola Chicago too was, I know they're a magical team in March, but if they see VCU in the semifinals, you might as well just bet their money line there if you believe in them versus taking. I know taking a plus 1600 is way more enticing, but I don't know. That's just me personally. I kind of want to waited for that, so that's why I ended up choosing Mason. But I think Loyola's got a great draw to the semifinals against St. Louis, Davidson, and Richmond.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of like. I would go. I kind of like St. Joe's down here on the bottom. At that plus 800. I know they got to play that extra game, and then I would probably go Loyola Chicago. I mean, it's funny, you got St. Joe's has got that extra game. They're plus 800. You got Loyola, who doesn't even have that extra game, and they're plus 1700. Obviously, because they're at the top of they're on the top of the bracket against VCU. But that's double the price. But this tournament is in Washington D.C. Marcus.
This was typing in the comments to him.
Perfect. So yeah, that would be my play. I mean, I don't, like you said, if you're gonna play VCU, I never really want to put a conference future. I tend to sprinkle the longer odds of the conference futures unless I'm really confident in one that's like plus 200 to plus like 400. I don't want to play a conference tournament future at like minus 120. Any of like the minus any favorite in the conference tournament that's not a good plus money price. I don't like to lay unless it's like a parlay. So you could definitely add like VCU, Duke, Memphis. I wouldn't mind like a parlay of all 3 of those or something.
Ever like Dayton, the juice?
I don't mind Dayton. I think for value wise, I'd rather go St. Joe's. Dayton has looked whatever this year, not their usual, and 8-1 with a team with great guard play and bigs down low. I don't hate it. And then up top, I low-key kind of like St. Bonaventure.
40-1.
Dude, they've gotten
40-1 for you?
Yep.
25-1 on DK. So definitely hit it on FanDuel. If you're going
that one was the only one that was a major discrepancy.
I mean, they've got wins over VCU. They beat VCU by 2. They beat Dayton by 22. They beat Loyola Chicago. Am I looking at this wrong? No, they lost to Loyola Chicago. My bad. Lost to Loyola and lost to St. Joe's. But I mean, they've still beaten Dayton and VCU in this conference. Davidson, you could argue, they have a win over them, but they've got size. Like, they can rebound. Their defense is pretty good. I don't hate it at 40-1 too. Like, if they beat VCU, they're obviously you got to beat Duquesne first, but you beat Duquesne, and then if you beat VCU, you need one game, and then you're sitting on a 40-1 potentially here in the conference play or conference tournament. And ideally, you got St. Joe's meeting them on the bottom side here, like a St. Joe's Bonaventure final would be pretty sick for future wise. But I think there's a legit path that they could get there. I mean, VCU's in no matter what. Like, no matter what they're in, and if they lost, right away to Bonaventure, that would help their seeding. Honestly, like, they become a lower seed. They'll probably be like a 8-9 seed or something like that if they lose. somewhere around there. So I guess maybe that's not better. You play a 1 seed then potentially, but
Even better.
I don't know. It's just I'm
Your
staring
point,
at
though,
Bonaventure
that's why
here, and
I'm locking up Mason and Dayton. Those are my 2 picks here. I think we get another spoil session from the A10 conference like we saw with Duquesne, but from a more chalkier team and a good team in Mason and Dayton. So I'll lock up those 2 for this tournament.
yeah, I'll take Bonnie's and Joe's.
Next, Big East.
Let's get this shit conference out of the way.
New York City, Madison Square Garden.
Lights are bright in Madison Square Garden. Does St. John's sweep this? I don't know.
I think they'll find their way to the championship game. Although Xavier is playing really good ball lately.
I was looking at the Xavier at a 10-1.
But I have one that I think nobody's even looking at and is completely out on this team. Villanova.
Butler.
Nova. They got Seton Hall. They have a Connecticut team that they've beaten. UConn, not great. They're not amazing. They're not the same old. They lost a heartbreaker at home to Creighton. Or did they beat Creighton? No, yeah, they lost a heartbreaker at home to Creighton with that Ashworth fucking ridiculous 3 from the side that somehow kissed off the glass. So I mean, you got Seton Hall, then you play Connecticut, and more than likely a Creighton team, and then you find yourself in the championship. And I think like a Xavier Nova, a St. John's Nova Big East final here is completely possible. I think everybody's completely out on Nova, but this is a team that must win this conference this tournament to get in. They're cooked, and I think they do have pieces. They do have pieces to potentially do that.
That's sitting at 15-1. Trevor,
I'll take Nova and Xavier.
So here's my thought on Xavier. I want to take Xavier, but I'm going to go and just money line roll them over. It's another way to kind of do a future hedge here that saves you the chance in the early future price. Just think about it. They're probably going to be around plus 100, plus 120, plus 150 at most against Marquette. They play St. John's, it's going to be a little higher. And then if they play a team like Creighton or Connecticut down low, it'll be higher, and you're going to get around pretty much the same price. So I will do that with Xavier, but I will lock out a principal Creighton since I took them to take regular season, and they finally find a way to get their first Big East tournament win this season.
Yeah, I hate to bet UConn, but UConn at plus 400 in Stores South.
It's enticing.
Feels like too easy to me.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go UConn on that bottom side, and I do like that angle with Xavier Huff, but I might do Xavier on the top plus 850. I think
it's better to, it's a safer play, but you may lose like a point on odds or 2, but another safer play because against St. John's they're going to be high enough where if you'd parlay it all, you'd get close to that outcome of Xavier without the future. But yeah, I think Xavier's definitely a dark horse.
Yeah, and I know Danny Dumbshit, there's a wonder if maybe Nova UConn plays for the title. I was thinking about just playing Nova UConn, the 15-1 with Nova and the 4-1 with UConn, and then just letting it ride down there at the bottom. Price wise, I don't know what it looks like on FanDuel, but St. John's overall favorite plus 155, Creighton plus 370, UConn 4-1, Marquette 5.5-1, Xavier 8.5-1, Villanova 15-1, Butler 65-1, Georgetown 90-1, and then Providence, Seton Hall, DePaul. We don't really need to talk about them, but 300-1, 300-1, and 250-1 respectively.
Yeah, no thanks. I'll take Nova and Xavier in this one. I like helps Wave doing the Xavier hedge potentially, just money line them.
Yeah, I think I like that too, just because it takes you the fact that if you put that price and then they lose to Marquette first game, it kind of screws. I mean, it screws you in that regard because then you're screwed for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
All right, Big Ten, or
Yep.
yeah, let's do Big Ten.
I can tell you who's not going to win. It's Michigan State.
Yeah, because IU's going to beat them again. Just so you know, I've already locked the Hoosiers up 40-1, just because I'm going to do that. But I wouldn't recommend it. I am a fan. Disclaimer. I'm feeling some revenge against Oregon. Played a little pissed off.
You know what's potentially a decent spot here?
These are the worst. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say take Purdue because Michigan's fugazi as hell. Like, they're just free falling. Take Purdue. Like, there's a very, very, very good chance that they find themselves in the semis at least, or quarterfinals here.
It is telling that Michigan's 16 to, or yeah, plus 1,600, and Purdue's plus 650, and they got another game ahead of them.
There's definitely some name bias and tax built into that Purdue one, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. In terms of the numbers, Michigan State plus 250, Maryland plus 350, Wisconsin 650, UCLA 650, Purdue 650, Illinois 750, Michigan 1,200, Oregon 28-1, Indiana 60-1, Ohio State 65-1, Rutgers and Northwestern 200-1, USC 250-1, Iowa 350-1, Minnesota 500-1.
I did not do my shopping around. Practice what you preach, motherfucker. Because I got Indiana 40-1. So, woof.
Yep, 60-1 here.
I like what Marcus said with UCLA plus 750 as well too. UCLA is familiar with Indianapolis, although they're going out there. They'll be familiar with Indianapolis. They played a whole month-long team. Mick Cronin's familiar with it. He'll get his guys ready. They had some magic in Indy last time. So I like IU, UCLA. I am going to pick one more since it's a freaking big conference. I'm deciding between Michigan just buying the dip there, or taking Maryland. Just don't love the price on Maryland, though.
It would be perfectly just on point for like Oregon and UCLA to meet in the quarterfinals up top. I know that would screw your IU ticket, but just looking at it,
It wouldn't screw my UCLA ticket, though.
True. If I had to pick an up top side, I would take Oregon, and then bottom side, I would take Purdue. Because I think Purdue's got a solid chance of finding themselves at least in the quarterfinals, and I think probably a good chance to get back to the semis. At least I don't know about winning, but I know Michigan State's not going to win it. Like Izzo would love for them to lose and just have extra motivation and extra chip on their shoulder going into conference play, the actual tournament.
Oh yeah, Michigan State's ready to lose that. Oh yeah, so give me Hoosiers, UCLA, and I'll take Michigan. Just the price of it. Buying the dip.
Yeah, I'll be on.
AM. I just said that about Xavier as well too. So.
Yep. I'll be on Illinois plus 750, and I'll be on UCLA plus 650.
Let's go. You plus 750 on FanDuel for UCLA.
Perfect. So plus 750 either side.
Either great. All right, let's do the last one of the night. Big West.
If this does not end in UC San Diego and Irvine meeting up, I'm going to be real upset.
I can't lay minus 165 with UC San Diego, but
No.
they're
Yeah.
favorite.
Especially if they play Irvine, I think the money line will be cheaper than 165.
Yeah, I don't even know if I may touch this. I'm not betting Irvine. If I had to bet a team, it'd be like Northridge all the way down to Santa Barbara.
This is also in what? Henderson, Nevada, Las Vegas, pretty much.
Yeah.
Big West, we have San Diego, you said minus 160, Irvine plus 175, CSUN 1200, Riverside 1700, Barbara 40-1, Cal Poly 100-1, Davis 200-1, Bakersfield 300-1.
FanDuel's got much better options there
Okay.
for pretty much all of them.
What's Riverside on FanDuel?
What?
What's Riverside on FanDuel?
Riverside's 19-1. Santa Barbara's 45-1. Cal Poly's 155-1. Cal Bakersfield's 300-1 with Davis 300-1.
Okay. What about San Diego? Minus 160?
That one's worse. Minus 165. I can't bet that. No chance.
Irvine?
Plus 200.
The only way you bet San Diego minus 160 is if you think Irvine gets upset, because then the money line minus 160 for San Diego will be much cheaper with this ticket than it would be if they faced Irvine. I'm assuming the money line would be like minus 150, minus 145, somewhere around there between those two teams.
I will pick UC San Diego should win this tournament. I'm just going to sprinkle UC Davis for the hell of it. I'm not putting a unit or a half unit on any other team. I'll just bet it when the games come out. See you tomorrow. Yeah, let's go. UC Davis, ride it. 300-1. That sprinkle goes a long way.
I would take Riverside 19-1. I think Irvine's the
two,
San Diego, Irvine. I think Riverside's the team that could beat Irvine. Irvine's been good. I think Irvine's in no matter what, potentially. But if they did lose to Riverside, that would really, really hurt. That would be a tight butthole Sunday watching Selection Sunday for them. So I think it's probably going to be San Diego, Irvine against each other here. I mean, obviously, like this feels like this in the ACC kind of feels like the chalkiest. Who's going to win? Probably San Diego. But getting Riverside, Irvine's looked vulnerable lately. They've pulled out some games, but Riverside's a good team. They've beaten San Diego and Irvine. So I think 19-1 is not a bad price for them. You just got to beat Cal Poly or Davis and then an Irvine team who you've already beaten this year. And then you're going to be sitting with a 19-1 money line ticket in the championship game. So it would be Riverside or really nothing in this conference for me.
Yeah, I don't mind that. It's hard to pick this. I'll go CSUN. I think they're a solid squad. They played UC San Diego's tough. Worth a little sprinkle up there, and then maybe just play UC Irvine just because they got to win the one game, and then you're betting them. You'll definitely you'll get a better price betting them to win the one game against Riverside, probably most likely than you would if they played San Diego straight up. That'll be like a pick 'em or plus 120. So UC Irvine needs to win to get in. I think UC San Diego is probably in regardless, based on just the net rankings, KenPom, all those things.
Yeah.
So I'd be on UC Irvine on the bottom and CSUN up top. Maybe get lucky and get CSUN to upset San Diego, play Irvine in the finals.
Yeah, I really hope Irvine and San Diego are dancing. That would be great. Dude, Gonzaga, can we get a fucking stop? Good God. Put up 15 points in 5 minutes, but you can't stop. Jesus Christ. Dude, I'll tell you that. Kansas and Gonzaga insta-fade in the fucking tournament.
Yeah, they're nothing special, man. All right,
That it?
that's it. Good shit, boys. That was fun.
Hell yeah. 86 people in the live chat right now. Appreciate everybody for joining in and chopping it up with us.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Much appreciate all you guys. Remember to comment favorite player so we can get you in on your YouTube on the drawing for the 101,000 subscriber merch, and then Selection Sunday watch party 5:30, 5:20, 5:30 Eastern. We want to get ahead of the CBS show at 6. Maybe watch the end of that Big Ten game. Who knows? Maybe start a little earlier at 5. We'll figure it out. Somewhere in that 5:30 ballpark. So come hang out, watch games with us, and make sure to like and subscribe to Pump Fake Pod.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I haven't quite gotten out the squares yet. In the works though, so it should be coming soon here in the next day or two. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably tweet it out, and then I'll figure out how to go from there.
Yep. Like he said, like, subscribe, comment, and then here, let me do this just so you know what you're playing for. Look at that, a little quick spinny spin. You know, everyone loves a good wheel spin. Be in here and hopefully you win. Sure. You know what? No, we need comments. We need the comments just so it's easier to track. So I know exactly who. So we'll end this right now. Refresh the page, and then the comment section will be there. Just drop it, and then I will add them tonight when we get that.
Yep. And then we're gonna do the drawing next Monday. So that's when we'll do it, or after the selection watch party. So.
Yep. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And best of luck tomorrow. Hopefully you're not working. And if not, bring the iPad to work. Get her done.